Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today again we'll be discussing one of the hardest problems of LeetCode, which is minimum insertion steps to make a string palindrome. This is problem number 1312 of LeetCode. You can go there and check this. So uh, this problem is actually asked by top tech companies. So I want all you guys to please pause the video for once and please read the question. So I hope you all must have read the question. So what the question says is we need to find the minimum number of steps that can make a string palindrome, and what our task is that we can add or insert a character at any index of the string. So we need to make a string palindrome by adding the minimum number of characters. So suppose let's take this as an example. MBA DM MBADM. So basically, we can add D at this space and B at this space. So this would make M D B A B D M. This is a palindrome, and the number of insertions which I did was 2. Or I can make it a palindrome other way also. M B D A B B M. So this is also a palindrome, and the number of insertions were 2. Right? So let's take one more example. Z A A. So this can be made palindrome by adding Z at this end. So Z A A Z. So the number of insertions is 1. This can also be made palindrome by adding AA at the beginning. A A Z A A. So the number of insertions were 2. So what would be the answer? The answer would be 1 because we need to return the minimum number of insertions, right? So I hope you all must have understood the question. So let's move to the approach. How will we approach this code? This So suppose this is a string which is given to you A B C C D E, and this is the indexing which I have done according to C++. So we need to find the minimum number of insertions that would make the string a palindrome. So as you can see, A, B, C, C, D, E. So initially, this and this characters should match, but they are not matching. If they would have been matching, our problem that would be with us would be this B, C, C, D, because these two are matching, and now I need to make this a palindrome, right? Now this is not matching, so I have two possibilities: whether to add A at this end or to add E at this end, right? If I add E or A at this end, so the problem left would be A, B, C, C. Oh, sorry, I've added A at the end, right? So the problem left would be B, C, C, D, and E. I need to find minimum number of insertions that I would make and plus 1 because one insertion I've made at the end. Or if I add E at this end, the problem left with us is A, B, C, C, D plus 1 again because I've inserted 1. So whichever gives the minimum number of insertions, that would be my answer. So let's see this in an index way. So 0 to 5 we are given. So suppose 0th and 5th element are not matching. So if they're not matching, the problem left with us is 0 to 4 because we can add the last character at the beginning, or 1 to 5 because in this we are adding like this A was added at the end. So the problem left was this, right? Again, suppose 0th and 4th character are not matching. As you can see in this, 0th and 4th character are again not matching. If they would have been matching, the problem left with us would be BCC. And so two possibilities, 1 to 4, like if we add 0th character at the 5th place, or 0 to 3, right? Whichever gives the minimum result, because in this I'm adding the last character at the beginning. That is, so like if suppose A B C C D is left with us, A B C C D is left with us. If I add D at the beginning, the problem left would be 0 to 3, 0 2, 3. And if I add A at the end, the problem left would be 1 to 4 because A and A are matching. So now the problem left is this, right? So I hope you have understood this. Okay, so let's move ahead. Again, let's see this. If 1 and 5 are not matching, as you can see, 1 and 5 are not matching. So again, two possibilities. If I add the first character at the end, so the problem statement left would be 2 to 5, or if I add the last character at the beginning, so the problem left would be 1 to 4. So as you can see, this sub problem is same as this, right? So if I have calculated this already, why do I need to calculate this? I have the answer, right? For this sub problem. So this gives me the clear cut indication that I can store my answers. Now, since we can store our answers, we can make a DP array, right? So let's move to DP now, where we will be storing the answers. So as you can see, I've made a DP array of 5 cross 5, which is the last index or of this string. So what our DP of I comma j would tell, what each block of my DP array would tell is that how many minimum number of insertions do I need to make in this string from ith index to jth index to make that a palindrome. So suppose 1 comma 2 will tell that how many insertions do I need to make in b comma c, this, to make this bc a palindrome, right? So this is what DP of I comma j would store, and we'll be filling this DP half only because DP of 2 comma 0 is actually 0 only, because there is no such string where second index comes first. So yeah, this would be 0 only. So this would be 0 only. So since we have pre-filled this, now if the size of string is 1, if the size of string is 1, we do not actually need any insertion because that is actually a palindrome. A string of size 1, which is a, this is a palindrome, right? So I guess we can pre-fill some of the more contents. If a string is starting from 0 and ending at 0, which means one element, this means no insertions. So I guess this is also 0. So the string starting at 1 and ending at 1 is also 0. 0, 0, 0, and 0. So now let's move. So in the beginning, we are given string from 0th character to 5, right? From 0th index to 5th index. So since every step, what we'll do is we'll check if the first and the last index are actually equal or not. If they are equal, then we can simply move ahead. If they're not, again, two possibilities. They are not equals. A and E are not equal. So two possibilities. If I add A at the end, my string left would be 1 to 5. And if I add E at the beginning, my string left would be 0 to 4. So let's move ahead with this branch. 0th and 4th index, again, they are not equal. So two possibilities. If I add A at this place or D at this place, so the string would be 0 to 3 or 1 to 4. We do not have answers for these things also, so again we need to further move ahead. So, and actually at every step we are making one insertion, right? So here again 0th and 3rd index are not matching. So two possibilities, 0th and 3rd. So 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or 0 to second index, right? Again, first and third. First and third index are not matching. First and third index are not matching. So two possibilities, 2 to 3 or 1 to 2. So if we see 2 to 3, 2 and 3 indexes are matching. So we do not need to make any insertion, and we can simply move ahead, which is 2, sorry, which is 3 to 2. 3 to 2 we know the value, which is 0. So this will return 0. At this step we didn't make any insertion as second and third element were equal. So again 0. So this branch will return 0. Now I need to find in this for this branch also. No? I need to calculate for this branch also. So 1 to 2. These two are not matching. So I need to make one insertion at the end. And my next step would be 2 to 1 or 2 to 2, sorry, 2 to 2, or it would be 1 to 1. So 2 to 2 is also 0 and 1 to 1 is also 0. So this would return, both the sides would return 1 only. So 1 plus 1, this would return it 2. So what would be my answer? It would be 0. So 1 comma 3. So basically I have now calculated the results for 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 is 0. 1 comma 2 is 1. So 1 comma 2 is 1. Similarly 1 comma 3, minimum of 0 and 2. So 1 comma 3 is 0. So 1 comma 3. Oh, sorry. 1 comma 3 is 1 because I made one insertion at by doing it, right? So 1 comma 3 is 0 plus 1 is 1 or 2 plus 1 is 1. So it is 1 actually. So 2 comma 3 is 0 and 1 comma 2 is 2. So what would be the value for 1 comma 3? Since 1 and 3 were not equal, so we made one insertion and minimum among the leftovers is 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So answer for 1 comma 3 is 1. So this branch now would return 1 and we need to calculate this branch. So 0th and second, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, since they are not matching, A and C are not matching, so we will make one insertion and we'll move ahead. So this would give me 1 to 2, and if I add the last character at the beginning, so it would be 0 to 1. So as we saw that 1 to 2 is already calculated, so this need not to be calculated further, and this would return 1, and 0 to 1 is not calculated, so we need to calculate this. So I'm erasing the left tree so that for the clarity, 0 to 1, since these both are not equal, so two possibilities, 0 to 0 or 0 or 1 to 1, because if I add this character at the end, so the leftover string would be 1 to 1, and if I add the end character, that is B, at the beginning, so the leftover string would be 0 to 0. So we know the answer for 0 to 0, which is 0. This would return 0. We know the answer for 1 to 1. This would return 0 since it is stored. So minimum among these is 0. Now 0 to 1, we made one insertion, right? 0 to 1, we made one insertion, and that's when we got these two branches. So my answer would be 1. So the answer for 0 comma 2 would be, since 0 comma 2 we made actually one insertion and then we subdivided, so the minimum among these is 1 only, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So the stored answer for 0 comma 2 is 2. Similarly, since we calculated for 0 to 1, we can store this here only. So 0 to 1, I actually added 1. Oh, sorry. So I actually, this is not 1, this is 2 actually, because I made one insertion, right? So this is 1. So similarly, we can fill the complete subarray and our answer would be stored at 0 comma 5, because initially this is what I was given, right? So our answer would be stored at 0 comma 5 and we can fill this complete subarray. So as you can see, what would be the complexity? The time complexity is filling this subarray. And what is the subarray size? Size is n cross n, where n is the size of the array, size of the string, sorry. So which is O of n square. Okay, so I hope you have got the approach. If you have any doubts or any problems, please add in the comment section. I would definitely answer. So now let's move to the code. So this is the input function which is initially given to us. This is my DP array which I am making which I'm initializing. Uh, Initially, I'm initializing it with -1. Now I'm calling my helper function where I'm passing my string, my DP array, my starting index, my ending index, right? So string, my DP array, my starting index, my ending index. Now, if start is equal to end, which means the size of array is 1, suppose this. So we do not need any insertion. So answer is 0. If start is greater than end, which means the size is less than 0, size of the string is less than 0, which is actually not possible. So again, no insertions. Now, if we already have compiled or we already have calculated answer for this string, we can simply return that answer, right? Again, now I had two choices. Firstly, if my first element or the starting element and the ending character both are equal, my task is left for this substring, right? So this is what I'm doing. I'm comparing. If the starting character is matching with the ending character, I just need to calculate for the remaining middle substring. So this is what I'm doing. I'm calling my helper function where I'm passing the starting index as start plus one and ending index as end minus one, and I'm storing my answer, and then I'm returning it. If they are not matching, I have two possibilities. See, so one possibility is sending this substring, because in that case I would be adding this character at this place. So this would be start comma end minus one, and since I've made one insertion, so plus one for that. And my second is if I'm adding this character at the end, so my string left is this. So this is start plus one till end and plus one for one insertion. So I am storing the minimum of both these as my answer and I'm returning my minimum. So this is how we calculate the answer. Since you now guys know the complexity, this is O of n square. So I hope you all must have got the question. If you have any queries, please ask me in the comment section. I would be happy to answer. And till now, take care. This is Arun Goel signing off.